everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm carrying two different sets of brushes from two companies that are incredibly comparable to Sigma brushes. Everyone knows Sigma brushes are amazing, they're very high quality, but the downside is they are very expensive. For a set of 5 brushes comparable to these 5 brushes, that will run you about $96. So get that straight. The two different brands that I'm going to be comparing are the Jessup brushes, as well as RC Cosmetics. I'm gonna get started with the Jessup. So, the Jessup brushes come in a set of 10 brushes for anywhere from $9 to $15. There's different sellers on eBay, but there have been mixed reviews on these brushes due to the fact that some people claim that they received fake brushes and all these stuff went wrong. So I'm going to leave links down below to the seller I got mine from, as well as the Jessup website. And I think those should be 2 different places that are clear for you to order from. So let me get started. It comes with these 5. On the RC Cosmetics website, they have similar brushes and they claim that they're face brushes. In my experience, the only one that I use mostly for my face is this one, which I use. It's a flat top. I don't know if you can tell how big it is. It's about as big as my fingertip. I use this to apply highlight as well as maybe blend out my concealer. This one I use, it's like a tapered, rounded, kind of pencil-y brush to blend out and smudge my eyeliner as well as place product into my inner corner of my eye, make my eyes pop. I love doing that. This one is an amazing blender. It's one of my favorite blenders from both companies. This brush, the rounded brush, it's just an amazing brush. These ones I use as well for blending. One is a flat tapered angled and one is a rounded tapered angled. I don't feel like there's a difference and I don't feel the need for both of these brushes. So that's what's the difference between the 2 sets. Moving on, these are the 5 face brushes. Again, you pretty much have exactly the same in a big version. This one is a rounded, tapered, angled, and I use this to contour a lot. I love using blush and blushy bronzes to contour more so than having that super angled look. That's just me, so yeah. This one is a rounded, tapered kind of brush. I use this to apply powder, mostly under my eyes. It'd be really good for banana powder. It's okay. It's not my favorite brush. Just kidding, saying that. This one, I've had a problem with this. It's kind of coming out. I haven't even washed it. I've washed majority of the rest of the brushes. I'm afraid to wash this one because it's like, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's totally falling apart. This one I really like. I like in both sets, but I do prefer the RC Cosmetics. I'm just going to go ahead and say that right away. This is a really good foundation brush, but I prefer the RC Cosmetics one. And this one is just your average flat top brush. This I would probably use for applying also highlight, things like that, even powder. I'm not too into flat top brushes just because they don't really serve me that much of a great purpose. So this is what they look like all together. They smell kind of funny when they arrive. I don't know what that is, but once you wash them, they're pretty good. Another thing that I tried showing before, when I filmed this video before, they have really random hairs poking out. You can't see on my camera, unfortunately, but they have really random hairs that you're like, where did that come from and why is that there? And they're just like, you can't even pull them out. So it's kind of like, I don't know, they kind of can poke you, but they're still very soft, very good high quality, and I don't know, they're overall a pretty good deal. This one's also pretty loose. So unfortunately, a couple of them are loose in the barrel. Okay, moving on. So with RC Cosmetics, you get a choice. These ones were separate. So these ones ran me for $15.95 for just these 4 brushes, whereas the other one comes with 10 and it's for, I think I got it for $11.95. So this one is more expensive because this one only comes with 4 brushes for $9.95. They're pretty much the same brushes. These ones I feel like have a slightly better quality, except for this one. I doubt you can see that, but it's really awkwardly like cut. I use them for the same reasons I use for the other one, and the only brush you're missing is the flat top, this one. The flat top angled brush, whereas this one's a round top. So the only one you're missing out of those four is that. I think this is a pretty good deal still, so yeah. Now these ones are where it gets interesting. I absolutely love these brushes. These are my new go-to brushes, 100%. None of them are loose. They're all really high quality. I washed every single one of them. I love these brushes. My only qualm, and it's kind of a big qualm, but at the same time it's not. When this arrived, I'm trying to show you guys. Okay, so when this arrived, you can see kind of like that. It's missing the white parts. That is because when it came, it had this gunk on it. It was reminiscent to glue. I tried washing it off. It didn't come off. So I ended up just cutting it because I didn't want to have to deal with shipping it back. Brushes should not come with glue on the bristles because, you know, you need to use them. But other than that, these are amazing. They're high quality. They are so soft. They're a little bit denser than the Jessup brushes. And this brush is just, like I said, my go-to brush. I'm obsessed with it for my foundation. Overall, I would prefer to just get these for $26 for both of these 4 sets rather than getting the $12 Jessup set. But I agree that they are both really strictly amazing quality, especially for what you're paying for. Like I said, the Sigma brushes cost $96 for just those 4 brushes, whereas a more advanced set costs upwards of $160. I'm sure the Sigma brushes are worthy of their price, but if you're like me and you just can't afford to be wasting that kind of money, these brushes are a great option. Soft, good quality. They wash well. The other ones I said, I don't know if I said, they did shed the first time I washed them, but after I washed them, they were no longer shedding. So there's that. And the smell goes away after you wash them. Anyway, those are, I think, all my points. I would give the Jessup brushes probably a 7 out of 10, and I would give the RC Cosmetics, Royal Hair Cosmetics, an 8 out of 10. One of my other qualms about the RC Cosmetics is that their website is awful. It just looks, I mean, I hate to be mean, but it just isn't a professional website. And that can be kind of a hinder to your business. I'm not saying that it bugged me that much. It just was like, is this real? Because it kind of looked almost like it was a fake website. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video, and please, as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. It's free, girl, so go do it. Thank you guys so very much. Follow me on Instagram, MissNikki_L, same as my YouTube. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Love ya. Bye.